Okay, so this is the joyous moment. Let's spice it up a little bit. But before we announce the winners, it kind of makes sense that we tell you more about how we reached those winners. So the main selection committee, as you can see here, consisted of this is Palaskas, who's the general manager of Inlacom BV in Belgium. Our second committee member was Ralph, who's the president at UIRR. Our third selection committee member was Gottfried Smith, who's the Secretary General at the European Shippers Council. And the fourth one was Jose, and he has a very long name. I'm not going to pronounce it. He's the Director of the Port of Logistics at the Valencia Fundación, but he's also the Secretary General of TIC 4.0. We didn't add this there because we would need 2 extra slides to cover all these things. Myself, I was the chairman of the selection committee, which means that I try to oversee the entire process and make it inclusive and also rather impartial. But before we show you the winners, I would like to let you know what kind of methods or criteria we followed. So number one was the impact on logistics networks and the market/modal shift. This means that we try to focus on the impact of that specific implementation case and how it influenced the networks and the market. So for instance, by increasing the share of more sustainable modes of transportation, such as railways or inland waterways. The second criterion was scalability and the potential growth and impact. Here we focus on the development made so far, but also on the potential growth and the potential impacts that could be achieved with this specific case. Innovation is a crucial point as well, where we focus on the innovation generated and the implementation case, which was concerning actually new technologies in the sector and how we can actually scale these technologies as well. The fourth one is sustainability and durability. Now, sustainability in this context means something else. This means sustainability in terms of maintainability of that solution rather than greening certain process, which means that we focused on a solution whether it actually exists today. So if it's still sustained or if it's maintained beyond the project. This means that we focused on whether it's existing still or if it's being implemented temporarily or if it was canceled or closed or decommissioned after the project. So the longer it's implemented in the market and the industry, the better. Simplicity of the implementation. This means that we evaluated the implementation of the solutions after the project lifetime. This means that if they have funding or not, without funding means that they're actually self-sufficient or self-sustained. That's also a crucial point to point out. And the last one is transferability of these solutions, where we evaluated the solution, whether it can be transferred to other countries compared to certain regions, local areas, etc. Now, my last slide about this process means that we received from Niklas and Jan this Hakon report, which was actually led by Hakon, but it's actually a BOOSTLOG report. We didn't review the 300 cases. We focused mainly with the selection committee on the shortlisted 5 cases. So thank you very much, Niklas and the others, for doing all the hard work from bottom up and delivering this nice overview or the set of projects on a nice plate. This means that the role of the chairman, so myself, was to preserve certain level of impartiality. So we tried to be as impartial as possible. That's why I tried to also oversee within the selection committee, because as you know, and as also you have observed, Hakon also wrote this report, and Hakon is also one of the candidates for the case, which means I made sure that Niklas or anybody from Hakon were not involved in this loop. We did not interact with them. So this process has been as impartial as possible. So based on that, I discussed it with Zissis, Ralph, Gottfried, and Jose individually. They gave me marks. We also discussed what would be like the best implementation case. And based on these consensus-seeking exercises, I would call them, and also based on simple mathematics, we concluded, or I concluded based on the final output, that we would have 4 prizes. I'm not delusional. I'm saying 4 because we have the golden award, we have the silver award, and then we have actually 2 bronze awards. Therefore, I'm referring to them as 4 awards. Now, the moment of truth, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see now, and the third bronze placement is going to be announced by Zissis. Zissis, for your information, I'm going to play some background music to spice it up a little bit so it's not so
Okay.
boring. So do not get scared. It's not the problem in your loudspeakers. It's
Right.
actually on our side. So
Okay. Do I start from the third or the fourth bronze? Okay. Starting from um, the fourth bronze, it's about a project that developed a sustainable and innovative rail freight service, the single wagon load transport concept. And it is, as a concept, as a solution, improves transport efficiency, reliability, responsiveness, and pushes for a significant modal shift. And this solution is the retract project.
okay, so now I'm gonna move to the next slide and we will see who that winner is, which is indeed retract from BTG. So I would like to ask everybody in the meetings to open their mics and give them a round of applause. You can also whistle, yell, whatever you feel like doing. So let's give them an award.
Excellent, excellent.
Okay. So now I would like to invite the winner, the representative of BTG, to say a few words if they are here.
In fact, I could not see, but I thought maybe one of the callers.
Mhm.
But if not, we
If not, we can move to the other second bronze. So that means that we're going to milk out Zissis and use him again.
Okay,
And
then.
we're going to then continue with the second one. So Zissis, please.
Yes, it's about a solution that it is web-based, integrates information for real-time information from trains and operations about trains, and it helps modal shift again and improves the operations and the planning. And though that. This is has happened in the past. Very forward-looking and quite robust, durable, flexible as a solution. It's a train monitor.
Yes, indeed. So everyone, again, a big round of applause to Hakon for the train monitor. So congratulations on the bronze placement. It's a great achievement. And now I see quite a few people from Hakon, of course. So I'm going to give the floor to Lars to say a few words about their case and why do you think, or actually, what would be the recipe or suggestions for the other projects, the 297 of them that couldn't make it, for instance. What is the recipe that you actually followed for this implementation?
Yeah, first of all, I think we are all the colleagues working for this can be very honored, and many thanks for giving them the prize. And you can see in my background the cream logo on one of the locomotives, which is still running since the day of the project. And what is interesting that at our customer, our product name Train Monitor is not used. So for Kombiverkehr, it's cream. So the product has in fact the name of the project itself. And I think this is also something which gives you a feeling how important this tool is for them and how they connect it with the project. Because at that time, there was nothing like this existing. So they had really more or less a black hole. There was no information available for their trains, and this was really important for them. And this is, I think, also the answer to your question partially. Um, because we really tackled a gap with something which is quite easy, which is stable, and where also in the coming years we always put a lot of effort in improving it. It was the basis for the idea of an RNA-TIS. So it has been used as an idea for other products from the complete sector. And I think this is also a reason for the success story. It was hardly needed, and it's now also basis for all the new estimated time of arrival developments. And this makes, I think, Train Monitor also from our point of view a real success story since 15 years now. So quite a long time. And therefore, many thanks for this honor for the complete colleagues, for our developers, which are not even aware of it. So many thanks for it.
Okay, thank you very much, Lars, and also everybody from Hakon. Great job. Okay, so we can move now to the silver award. I'm not sure if we have Ralph in the call because he emailed me that he was on the train and his connection was very bad. Ralph, are you here? If not, I'm going to just continue. Play the music and announce the silver medal. So, the second and silver placement is being awarded to, you can cut the tension, I can feel it, and that is the Intermodal Network 2015 Plus by Combi Verkeer. So congratulations, everybody open up their mic, give them a round of applause again, either virtual or normal one. Okay, perfect. Now, I would like to mute Gottfried and give the floor now to the winner to say a few words, if we have him or her here.
Thank you very much, Thomas. My name is Uwe Sondermann. I'm working as an in-house consultant on Verkehr, and I was involved in the Tiger project, and I feel very honored that I could take this medal with the entire team of Combi Verkehr who worked within this project. But I was a little bit alerted already because you mentioned that one of the criteria was the sustainability in your understanding, as the longer it took the project to come to operations, the better it is. And it is in fact that already since 1996, I'm involved in the project of creating a mega hub that combines different technical solutions, innovation also in the transport and logistics sector in one demonstrator. And it has now, since 2021, become really operational. So it is really a long history, and history finally came to a good conclusion. The initial idea was to combine volumes below the threshold of a complete train to combine transport rail road. It is indeed scalable, since one can start with one bundle of trains between which interconnections are taking place, up to 2 or even 3 bundles that can be dealt with in the same facility, in the same hub terminal. It also involves innovations, as I said, in terms of the automation of the cranes, in terms of automation of internal transport systems, and in terms of communication, because it's pretty much depending on a data exchange between all parties to make sure that the right containers, swap bodies, and semi-trailers are transshipped within the facility in the short term, in the short time in which the trains are sitting in the terminal. And there are also ideas of transferring the solution to other situations in Europe. So it is indeed fulfilling your requirements. What can I say more? It was an ambition of a generation of intermodal transport experts to bring that to the place. I cannot mention all of them, but at least I would like to thank my mother and my father and my family that they allowed me to work within this team. So thank you very much for awarding Kombiverkehr and the team for the Intermodal Network 2015 Plus project. Thank you.
Yeah. Great. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much, Uwe. And let's then move to the Golden Award. And I'm going to spice up the music even more now. So I'm going to put the volume down a little bit and I give the floor to Gottfried to say a few words and announce the winner. Gottfried? I see 3 dots, so I think he's trying to get here. Gottfried, can you hear us? I take that as a no, so I think I'm going to continue.
Hello?
And then, was that hello from Gottfried? I cannot see. Okay, Gottfried, so we hear you now? Yeah, perfect. So the floor is yours if you could announce the winner and justify what made you...
It's a bit of a cliffhanger now. Yeah, it's a bit of a cliff. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to continue. I'm going to announce the winner, and then if we reconnect with Gottfried, we can continue. So the winner, based on simple logic now, based on the remaining, we have 2 potential winners, but only one can be the golden one. And the main golden winner is the ECOL for Logistics 4.0. That's the multimodal short sea rail transport service. So again, open up your mics, give them a big round of applause, because they are the case which have received the golden medal. Yep. And now I'm going to try to reconnect with Gottfried. If you have a better connection, if you can say something first. Because I see he's at the cafe. The Wi-Fi is not so great there all the time. Okay, if not, we can skip Gottfried and give the floor to the winner to say a few words.
Can you hear me, Thomas?
We hear you now. Yep. Yeah, Gottfried, say something. This is the last try, last attempt.
Yes, I would like to say something. If you can you hear me?
Now, yes.
I try it once more. Yeah, we have had a long discussion in the jury because it was, of course, all of you were winners, but a call was very scalable, was very relevant also looking to the situation in Europe, and for that reason, as a pragmatic and fast applicable solution, we have awarded you for all the work you did, and thank you. Now I pass the floor.
Yeah, perfect. So now the floor belongs to the winners. So the winners, if you could show yourself and say a few words, if you would like to.
Thank you, Thomas. Here's Ahmet Musul. Do you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Good. Thank you, Gottfried, for the good words, and thank you, Thomas, for the presentation. And we thank you for the committee awarding us for our project, which is something really made a big impact in the logistics world of the at least Turkey, I can say, because we've started with a single train after Trieste, but now there are more than 70 trains per week from Trieste to mainly Germany, and also from the Sete to also Calais. I think from Turkey, more than 30% of the volume turned to multimodal with starting with our project. Not only from the ecological perspective, also, as you know, the driver shortage is the biggest problem. With this project, we saved big numbers of the drivers, and also a country which is needing more capital did not spend too much money to the truck, but just trailer, and much more than the trailer. Now it's 45 feet pallet wide container is used. So we can save a huge capital effect as well. And proudly, I can say that today all the trailers produced in Turkey produced as a hookup model, which can be used in the multimodal system. So we had to change the total concept with this project. And with this opportunity, I want to thank, first of all, our business partner, Francesco Parisi in Trieste, and Armin Riedel in Kombiwerker, who helped us to implement this project together with my really successful team. From the first day, they work unbelievable good, helped and developed this project, which helped our country. And I think not only limited with the Turkey, we have to realize multimodal is the future of the logistics solution with this project. And we are very happy to be seen and to be awarded this effort. Thank you very much.
Yep. So maybe we can conclude with a last round of applause, everybody. So congratulations.